The following podcast is set for one fall. Coming to the mic at this time, your hosts, the Zacks, Reuber and Shimer, and the artist known as Pennyfeather. This is the Best in the World podcast.
What's up, everybody? You're listening and watching. Ho ho, we're doing new shit here. Listening and watching to the Best in the World podcast right here, wherever you may find your podcast. YouTube, haha, we're testing this shit out, as well as Spotify, Anchor, where we take a look at some of the best professional wrestlers in the world. We take a look at some of the best matches that they've ever had based off of wrestling journalist opinion as well as fan opinion. I'm one of your hosts, Zach Reuber. Along with me is Zach Shimer.
Hey, what's poppin', everybody?
Normally we do have Pennyfeather with us, the artist known as Pennyfeather, our newbie of pro wrestling to the group, but they cannot be here with us this evening, which is fine. We send them our best regards. Send them much love into the world. But today, Shimer, we're going to be taking a look at it's as of this recording, it's WrestleMania week.
It is WrestleMania week.
Are
you hype?
I am hype, and I am my lord. All right, so
we'll get into what we're going to cover. I want to talk about WrestleMania week though, a little bit.
WrestleMania week. So I have my Google Docs up. I might as well bring up my Google Sheets because I have quite the schedule.
Yeah, I saw you made a TikTok about it. I saw it.
Yeah.
And my only response was, couldn't be me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I already don't watch a lot of wrestling. Like currently, I keep up with storylines stuff, but like I have a lot of other interests that so like I pick and choose to watch wrestling when I want to. But when you showed me I saw the list, I was like, I'm just gonna watch Stand and Deliver and WrestleMania this week. Like that's what I'm watching.
So, well, I will say, I mean, you have my IWTV account.
I do, yes.
You do. You do have my IWTV account. So my IWTV account, you can watch several things that are going to be happening WrestleMania week if you so choose.
True.
If you so choose. Now, to cover what I'm going to be looking at this week, first off, I need to move my NXT takeover. I need to move that up to 7:00 and not 8:00 because I thought it was starting at 8:00. It is not.
It's starting at 7?
It is starting at 7. I checked out Peacock because you can watch it on Peacock.
Yeah.
It starts at 7. So
was that the pre-show?
I don't. They're
having a pre-show.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
They announced it.
Well,
Tony Storm is fighting
somebody.
Zoe Starks.
Yeah. Okay, so that might be it because it starts at 7. So, well,
right.
If that's the case, then might as well extend that out. God damn it! Oh well. How's that? Whatever. Who cares?
Okay. What match are you looking forward to the most at Stand and Deliver?
At Stand and Deliver, okay. So I haven't been watching NXT like a lot.
Yeah.
So and I've always kept up with NXT. I haven't watched it religiously like some people have. I watched the promo, the hype package for O'Reilly Cole.
Yes.
I don't know why the fuck this whole goddamn time I thought Kyle O'Reilly was British. I don't know why. When I heard him speak, I was like, wait, he's not British?
Wait. He's been on NXT for over 3 years. You've known about him since 2018.
Since Adam Cole was in Bullet Club.
Yeah, when he was in Bullet Club. You never heard him talk?
No, not
Never.
once. Not once.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's shocking there.
Yeah,
that is a revelation.
Yeah, I watched the hype package. I was like, oh, he's not British. Okay.
Okay. What nationality do you think Bobby Fish is?
Bobby Fish not British?
No, he's not.
Oh, God damn it! I thought they were both British.
Nope.
Son of a bitch.
Neither one is British.
God damn. God damn. Okay.
So your match you're looking forward to the most is Cole versus O'Reilly.
Cole versus O'Reilly.
That is a very good match. I'm also looking forward to.
Because it's unsanctioned, correct?
Yeah, this
Love
is an
those-
unsanctioned match.
love those
so
matches.
it's up your alley.
Yeah,
But,
right
like,
up my alley.
My match
Mm-hmm.
for Stand and Deliver.
Mm-hmm. Both nights, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it counts for both nights.
Okay.
There's a lot of matches going on.
Mm-hmm.
I think my favorite one going forward, I believe it's happening tonight,
Mm-hmm.
is Tommaso Ciampa versus Walter.
Yeah, I think that is happening tonight. That was going to be my second pick.
That one I'm looking forward to, especially after what happened. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was 2 weeks ago. Walter came to the ring with Imperium to like blindside Ciampa or something, and Walter grabbed the Ciampa's necklace, which is like very important to him. It's like about his daughter.
Okay.
So Walter takes it like off his neck, and kind of throws it at him, back at him.
Oh,
And it's like it got real personal. I was like, ooh,
that's nice. Those personal
but I'm also
stories.
just like, Walter's still gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna fight back, but he's gonna kill you.
Yeah. Walter just doesn't fuck around, man.
I got
Okay.
a question.
Yeah. What's up?
Now I'm not. I was reading on some stuff, and like Walter is so they have NXT UK the Prelude
Mm-hmm.
tomorrow, which has Walter defending the championship. So I know it was recorded before because this is live tonight.
Yeah.
Is it being advertised as that? Because I don't get the vibe it is advertised as before Stand and Deliver, but I feel like it has to be. So it's like one of those things. Like I think they booked themselves in a corner here because it's like Rampage. We know he's not winning because if it happened before, how is Walter the champion still? It's one of those things.
Yeah.
Like I'm a very like. Yeah. I mean, I don't follow NXT UK. It's not a big deal to me, but I feel like as a product, it's like, really?
That's kind of the as much as I love WWE, they have so much content that overarches over each other. Whereas like something like AEW, they really just have to focus on Dynamite. So all roads point to Lauderdale, essentially.
Yeah.
All roads point to Daly's place.
They all point to Daily Place because they're all at Daily Place.
Yeah.
Daily Palace. But
is it Daily Palace? Or is it Daly's place?
I don't know. I really don't.
I don't fucking care.
I thought it was Palace.
I don't fucking care. care.
I know you don't care, but so all right, so that's NXT. Those are our matches we're looking forward to. What about WrestleMania though? We have a lot of good matches on the dock. We have Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton versus The Fiend. We got Bianca versus Sasha. Rhea versus Asuka. We got Daniel Bryan versus Roman versus Edge.
This is gonna be a hype as fuck WrestleMania. One, because it's gonna be the first WWE event with crowds since a year,
yes.
Since the pandemic.
Yeah.
And it's also going to be the cards hype. The cards hype as fuck.
This is one of the best cards in the last 5 years. Like like since WrestleMania 30.
Yeah. And like I know a lot of people are like shitting on like the build up, like Asuka and Rhea don't really have a build up. That I understand. Bianca and
it's like a 3-week build up, 4-week build up.
Yeah, it's if that. And then you have Bianca and Sasha having a kind of weird build up as well. So honestly,
it was weird, but I've been following the storyline because I'm a huge Bianca stan.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was fine storyline. Like it made sense to me. Like it's one of those things where like they were friends, like they're both supporting each other, both black women want to support each other type of thing. And then it's like slowly but surely Sasha's like didn't take Bianca seriously. And then she's starting to realize that she was like interacting with Bianca a lot more, tagging with her. Like, oh wait, Bianca's like really, really good. So Sasha was like, oh, let me step it up a notch. Like, let me go back to the being who I am type of thing. Because Sasha, in the story, it's like Bianca cannot be the heel in the storyline, like at all.
Yeah.
So Sasha needed to go back to being the boss, and like be a heel in this. So it's like, it made sense to me. Like if they don't like the build up, it's fine. The match is gonna be killer though. So
Yeah, match is always it's gonna fuck. All these matches are gonna fuck hard.
What's
But
your favorite? Which one are you looking forward to the most?
honestly, okay, so big Fiend stand, big Bray Wyatt stand. So so part of it is Randy Orton and the Fiend. I'm really liking the storyline they're doing so far.
That's probably the best build up.
Yeah, best build up, long-term booking and everything. Also, Roman Bryan Edge is such a toss up. It's such a toss up.
I don't know where it's. I have who I think is gonna win, but I honestly couldn't actually tell you.
It could literally be anybody, and that's the best part. Like if I look at the card and I don't know who's doing it, if I don't know who's winning, bam, I'm all about it.
Yeah.
So, however, NXT Takeover, Spring Break, WrestleMania, those aren't the only things that I'm going to be watching.
What? I know you haven't. You're skipping over what match?
I just said those two.
Okay,
those two.
Okay,
two
so
are
you
what I'm
have
picking.
two. You have those two. Okay.
I have those two, and I'm assuming
All right.
yours is Bianca Sasha because that's what you meant.
No, it's not the one I'm looking. I mean, it's the one I'm most invested in, but it's not the one I'm looking the most forward to.
Okay.
The one I'm looking the most forward to. I wanted to say Big E and Apollo.
The Nigerian drum fight. I want to know what this. I want to know what this shit is.
It feels like such a dumb match that I'm just like, I'm more just intrigued by it than anything. But if I'm being honest, the match I'm looking forward to the most is definitely going to be Edge versus Bryan versus Roman. Yeah. Roman's been killing it all year since he came back.
Edge is killing it. Bryan's a wild card.
Good storyline between Edge and Daniel Bryan being thrown in there as well. I think it's really good.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's just
what else is there besides Takeover and WrestleMania this week?
So okay. So I have broken up my schedule. Now this is not everything that's going on WrestleMania week. This is not everything. So I have broken up into my schedule into must see, want to see, and might see because I know I'm not going to be able to catch everything. So tonight it is NXT Takeover. That is must see for me. Must see NXT Takeover.
True. Yep.
At the same time the NXT Takeover is going on, there's going to be No Peace Underground Fatalism. That's something I might check out. Like I have everything I need to check it out. Might check it out. So, and then on Thursday, along with NXT Takeover, is the IWTV Family Reunion Parts 1 and 2. Now, those I have some friends that are going to be wrestling on that show. Specifically Gary J and Alex Kane. Those guys I need want to support my boys. So I'm checking out IWTV's Family Reunion Part 1 and 2. Also on Thursday is Josh Barnett's Bloodsport. Now
Bloodsport.
Bloodsport.
Now, I feel like since the first Bloodsport that you've ever watched, you haven't missed a Bloodsport.
No, so I have.
Have you?
I did not see Matt Riddle's Bloodsport.
Okay.
I watched so the first Bloodsport I actually went to, and that might have been Bloodsport 3. Yeah, that was first Bloodsport I went to was Bloodsport 3, and that the whole thing that sold that on me was John Moxley. I was like, okay, I'm gonna see John Moxley outside of WWE, outside of AEW. I want to see what this guy can do. So Bloodsport 6. I did not catch Bloodsport 4 and 5. But Bloodsport 6, hype about that. Because it's so unique. So unique. Also on Thursday is the Acid Cup Day 1. It's a tournament of independent talent and held by GCW. So I want to check that out. Then also on Thursday is Jimmy Lloyd. Now I want to see. Now here's what I will say. Bloodsport's must see. Acid Cup is something I want to see. Yeah. So that's second priority. Something I might check out is Jimmy Lloyd's D-Generation F. Now there are just some really cool matches on that card, but nothing that I'm like, oh my god, I got to check it out.
Yeah.
Flophouse Wrestling. Flophouse's Beerapalooza, or Boozapalooza. Flophouse's Boozapalooza There's some guys that I know that are going to be on that card. It's an Indiana promotion, so I want to check that out.
You know what you should do? If you were there live, just have a sign being like, "Stop drinking."
Stop drinking.
Stop drinking.
See, it's funny. One of the guys I've met on TikTok, Walker Hayes. We've become pretty good friends. His tag team partner, Anakin Murphy, who is another Midwest talent, is straight edge, and he's actually going to be wrestling on the show, which surprised me. So I was like, okay. But Hoodfoot, my man Hoodfoot's going to be wrestling in the main event of Flophouse. Anakin Murphy is going to be there. So yeah, got to check that out. ICW's No Hold Barred Volume 11. That's something I might check out. Friday. Now you could call it it's scheduled for Thursday night, but it's really Friday morning. For the Culture. I always check out For the Culture. Yep. I was there at the first For the Culture. I want to check out the second For the Culture. Then later on Friday is Have Fun, Be Sad. That's Action Wrestling and Southern Underground Pros collaborative event where again, whole reason I want to watch that is for my boy Alex Kane. Also the Dominic Guarini, Kevin Koo. Those two are really good tag team, really good together. They're going to be fighting Finn Juice, so should be fun to see. Acid Cup Day 2 is also on Friday, and then here's one thing that I'm looking forward to all weekend, and I look forward to it every weekend is spring break. So do you know so this is not Joey Janela's spring break anymore?
Yeah, whose is it?
This is RSP's spring break. So it's our spring break, RSP ring break.
Yeah.
And the story behind that I found really interesting was, so Ricky Shane Page and 440 have been running roughshod all over GCW for God knows how long. They're essentially the NWO meets Bullet Club of GCW. Just a bunch of guys from Ohio that fuck you. You're from Ohio, fuck you, and you ruin everything. So Joey Janela wanted to fight for the GCW World Heavyweight Championship, and RSP said, "I want you to put something on the line." He said, "I'll put spring break on the line," and everyone's like, "Oh shit! Well, they're not going to give RSP spring break." Well, it turns out they did, and RSP won the match. He's still GCW champion, and it's RSP break now, spring break. So.
Cool.
That's going to be fun. RSP is taking on Nick Gage, the returning Nick Gage. After his injury, the returning Nick Gage. Nick Gage says if he doesn't win this match, he's probably going to retire. So let's see how that goes. See what happens. Also on Friday is Alley Cat's Real Hot Girl Shit. So I want to check that show out, as well as Pit Fighter X. Pit Fighter X is going on. I might check that out. It's wrestling inside of a mixed martial arts cage. Murder Mania looks fun. Might check that out. Another Pit Fighter X Saturday morning, along with Violence and Suffering's Lucid Dream. That looks like a fun show. Saturday morning is Epi's Big Gay Brunch. That is must see for me. Always want to check out Epi's Big Gay Brunch. Following that is Planet Death, Alex Cologne's Planet Death. That just looks like a fun show, just a bunch of death match wrestling. I'm all about it. And then, of course, WrestleMania. Got to check out WrestleMania. Unsanctioned Pros running at the same time as WrestleMania. There's a couple guys on there that I like that I might check out. And then also on Saturday is ICW's No Hold Barred. Looks fun. Also on Sunday is No Peace Underground Shallow Grave. Another hardcore looking show that I might check out. And then finally WrestleMania closing out Sunday.
Cool, yeah.
But yeah, that's not even all the shows that are going to be happening that weekend.
Oh, so. Yeah. I mean, you can never watch everything that happens WrestleMania weekend. So
you literally have to dedicate a shit ton of time, and
no sleeping
at all. The entire weekend. If you want to catch you can't even watch everything live. So.
You couldn't watch everything live. You had to do stuff like pre-record it, and even if you spent constantly just watching it, like with no sleep, I still don't think you can watch everything.
So, yeah. So the idea right now, and Angel has told me no to this idea, but I think I'm gonna just do it anyway. I am going to. So I'm gonna have my main TV in my living room
We're gonna have
playing.
multiple streams going.
I'm gonna have multiple. I'm gonna have my TV. I'm gonna have my big TV playing the main stuff I want to watch, and then I'm gonna bring in my bedroom TV into the living room. I'm gonna be playing that wanna see stuff, and then the might see stuff I'm gonna be playing on my computer. And for some reason,
I hope Angel has a plan for when you do that.
yeah.
I hope he doesn't want to watch anything on TV.
Well, I have a laptop. We both.
You do have a laptop.
We both have phones. We can make it work.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's it for WrestleMania week that we're excited for.
Yeah.
Let's get into what this podcast's about, and
it's been 20 minutes. It's been 20 minutes.
It has been 20 minutes. Let's get into the meat of what we want to do, and that is talking about the legendary, now WWE Hall of Famer, Jushin Thunder Liger.
Yes. So, Jushin Thunder Liger, considered one of the greatest junior heavyweights of all time, is a legend that spans across multiple continents and promotions. Liger is a pioneer of the high-flying style that you see in a lot of wrestling today. His style, as well as his look, captured the hearts of audiences everywhere. Liger debuted in the 1980s at the age of 19, and in a short time, he became a sensation. His Power Ranger look, as well as his agility, was one of a kind, inspiring many wrestlers that are going today. Liger would go on to hold the prestigious IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship a record 11 times, once holding the title for over 600 days. Liger would eventually take some time to wrestle in WCW in the 1990s, as well as WWE in the 2010s. Liger would retire at the age of 55 at Wrestle Kingdom 14 after a 35-year career and wrestling over 4,000 matches. And like you said, Liger was just inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, class of 2020 at this year 2021. So super excited. This was picked on a whim, so a little bit behind the scenes. I wanted to look at Eddie Guerrero this week, but since Penny couldn't be here, I wanted to hold off Eddie Guerrero.
That's fair.
Because
Viva la Rasta.
Viva la Raza. Penny's Mexican. Eddie's Mexican. I know Penny likes the Mexican stuff, so and might as well hold off on it.
Yeah,
which is fine.
You gotta hold off on the luchador stuff.
Yeah,
so
that's fine. But today we are going to be taking a look at Jushin Thunder. Now, I will say this: it was hard finding a match for this.
There's so many. There's so many.
So New Japan held a poll of Liger's greatest matches ever, and the number one was a 2019 match against Minoru Suzuki, and I was like, yeah, that was great, but is that his best match ever? Because like by the time when that poll was taken, that was the match at the time. So I didn't want recency.
Yeah, there was recency bias at that too.
Yeah. So I looked around everywhere, and everywhere was different. Normally, when I look up a wrestler and I find their greatest match ever, it kind of always correlates. Like there's always something that's either one or two. There was a different match everywhere I looked. So I did go to cagematch.net, and I found this match where Jushin Thunder Liger challenged the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion Naoki Sano at January 31st, 1990. This was Dave Meltzer's match of the year in 1990, as well as it was a 5-star match. And a lot of places, they did recommend this match. So I was like, okay, this is the one. This is the highest rated on Cage Match. Let's get to it. This will be a fun one. So yeah, let's just but before we get into that, Shimer, we both were introduced to Liger at pretty around the same time whenever he came to NXT for that one match with Tyler Breeze.
Now, I wouldn't say I was introduced to him. Like that was my first time watching him like wrestle live and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think my first Liger match was him versus Rey Mysterio. Pretty sure that's what the match was I first watched as a kid, because I was like really into Rey. So I was like, I bought Rey's I think it was like a 3-disc discography or whatever,
some sort of DVD that they had.
DVD that they produced on wrestlers every once in a while. WWE. I think there was a match on that, or maybe I just found it randomly online or something.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that was my first time watching Liger, and then I was like, wait, this guy looks cool. He's like a bigger Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
So I then went down a rabbit hole of watching Liger matches for like a few days when I was younger. So that's when I really got introduced. I'm pretty sure that's around the time I was introduced to him. And then like I stopped watching Liger because
you're a kid.
It wasn't WWE. So
yeah, I mean you're a kid.
Why would I care?
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. He did come to NXT. I got reintroduced to him. I knew the mystique of Liger from like old WCW clips and stuff. But his match with Tyler Breeze on one of the takeovers was really fun. And then both of us, we got into New Japan, so we got to see some Liger again over in Japan, which was a nice treat to end his career.
Yeah, absolutely. But like I said, I was always aware of Liger, but it wasn't until his match with Tyler Breeze, and I was like, oh, okay, this guy's cool, looks cool, does cool shit. So simple as that.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we get into this match? Let's get into this match.
Yeah, let's do it.
So for those of you who are watching us for the very first time, I'm not going to be looking at you a lot. I write down a lot of notes, so I'm going to be looking at my notes. I'm not going to be addressing you. I'm going to be addressing my notes, and I apologize. I apologize. But for those of you who are listening audio wise, wherever you may find your audio shit, don't mind me. Don't mind anything I just said. Just keep on listening. Just keep on listening.
Keep listening to his smooth voice.
My beautiful radio-friendly, radio-ready voice. Let's get on it. So, we did the match that where I found this match because I don't have New Japan World anymore. I just found this match on Daily Motion. So these two were already in the ring. So no entrances this time around. They do the introductions and the match starts. Sano goes for a handshake, but Liger slaps him, which is for me was was not expecting that at all.
Especially because like I know Liger and I know he's the baby face like the whole time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, wait, why?
Yeah, I looked it up. I was like, okay, is there some story context I'm missing here? No, everywhere I looked, they're just like, nope. Liger just challenged for the championship. I was like, damn. Okay. All right, whatever. Very unlike Liger, but hey, whatever. Liger starts hitting some open palm strikes on Sano. Liger shoots Sano off the ropes and hits a jumping sidekick. Sano slides out of the ring, but Liger is hot on his tail as he leaps to the outside, taking Sano down. Liger is in the ring, gesturing to the crowd that he will take the championship. Sano gets in the ring and quickly takes Liger down, hits several strikes and sends him to the outside. Sano throws Liger into the guardrail and follows this up with a pile driver. Sano throws Liger into the ring and hits a jumping tombstone pile driver, which looked great, by the way. Looked great.
It was very beautiful, the jumping tombstone.
Yeah, just great. So Sano immediately starts ripping at Liger's mask, tearing a huge hole in it. The two go outside again, and Sano lawn darts Liger to the steel post outside. Sano focuses on the mask again, aiming to humiliate Liger after the slap. We get some Liger chants from the crowd. Back in the ring, Sano sends Liger face first into the corner pad and follows it up with a jumping pile driver and a leg drop. That jumping pile driver looked great. Like all the jumping pile drivers he does in this match are just.
They are very good. I want to. Is this when you watch this? Is this the first time you saw Liger without a mask? Because it was my first time.
No. So are you aware of Jushin Liger?
Okay. Yeah, I am aware of that. I meant more like the mask being ripped off or stuff. Like I've never seen it before.
So this is I feel like I've seen a couple of Liger matches where the mask gets ripped. What match was it? There was some match.
It was such I'm just so used to mask wrestlers in the luchador tradition.
Yeah.
Of like hiding your face that I was so caught off guard that Liger was like, okay, you ripped my mask. I'm still gonna. I don't care.
Yeah, yeah.
People can see my face, whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, wait.
The mask is just an aesthetic.
Hide your face. You like.
Yeah. That was kind of weird for me too. But yeah, like The one thing that I thought was cool, and I recommend everyone to check this out. Check out Jushin Thunder Liger's rivalry with the Great Muda, because Muda tears at Liger's mask to reveal Kishin Liger, which was cool. So
Yeah,
like
that
he's
was
like,
yeah, that was really cool. I
Yeah.
will say.
yeah, that was fun. I would always like I'd like something like that to happen again nowadays. Like somebody's going for a like a mask rip, and it's just another just another face rip, just
Ooh,
another mask
what
underneath.
if they did it with like the Fiend?
So he goes
Oh,
take
that'd
off
be
the
so
theme.
cool. That'd be such a great visual.
It would be a great visual, but I'd hate to be Bray Wyatt just wearing two
Two
masks.
masks.
God, that would
Yeah, that would suck.
suck.
That would suck. He would do it for us, but it would suck.
Yeah. We stand Bray Wyatt in this household. Anyway, so Sano goes for the pin after the jumping pile driver and leg drop, and only gets a 2 count. Liger's mask is completely ripped off, and Liger starts fighting back, but Sano stays on top of them. Sano gets Liger to the top rope and hits a huge superplex, goes for the pin, but Liger kicks out. Liger is busted open, and he's pretty well dead. Like he is dead as a doorknob. Sorry, my dog is he's I don't know if he's yawning or something, but this is our second time recording while I'm at home. Normally I'm in the studio, but now I have all this stuff here and I can do it from home, which is cool, which is fun. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked on an already sidetracked episode. Sano gets Liger.
Number 5.
Yeah. Sano gets hit with Sano hits a spinning kick on the chest of Liger. Sano shoots Liger off the ropes and hits a big boot to the chest, which just looked nasty. That was a nasty big boot.
That was a really hard hitting big boot.
Yeah, just right to the chest, sends Liger back, and then he follows it up with a Boston Crab. Liger's trying his best to fight out, but Sano has it cinched in deep. Eventually, Liger can make it to the ropes. Sano hits a beautiful superplex, by the way, and goes for the pin, but only gets the 2 count.
Oh yeah, I see you twitch. He's like, "Oh, you talking about the superplex?
You talking about the superplex? Talking about the superplex? Oh man, I'm gonna need to take him out after this podcast. He's not happy.
Oh, he is breathing hard right now.
Yeah, I will take you out in a second, bud. It won't be a second. It'll be a bit. Oh man. So where was I? Yes, the superplex. Suplex. Sano then hits what looks like a pedigree before the pedigree was a pedigree. And
yeah, I was like, oh, okay.
All right, sounds good. I guess you would call that a face buster.
Yeah, I think it's a tiger face buster, apparently. Yeah. I don't know what else you would call it in those times.
Yeah, I don't know. He does go for another pinfall, but it gets a 2 count. Sano starts laying knees into Liger. Liger's mask is completely ripped off. Sano sends Liger into the corner, but Liger jumps up and throws Sano with a head scissors takedown. Liger then drop kicks Sano to the outside and follows it up with a rolling senton, landing in the ring side area over the barricade, which was huge.
What?
Yeah, he just clears it.
Now this is, and I this is part of my match analysis, so I won't say too much on this. But this match is a very kind of methodical, slow pace. And then it's all of a sudden a boom, there's a shot of adrenaline, probably 2/3 through the match.
Yeah, and I think that's what it works for this, and because there's so many different styles of Liger matches that there's no real one to pick, and I think that's why it was so hard to pick. And we'll get into this in the post match analysis, but yeah, it gets kind of. Yeah, I'll get into the post-match analysis. Anyway, Liger and Sano get back into the ring, and Liger hits a beautiful tilt-a-whirl and then immediately follows it up with an elevated surfboard stretch. However, Sano uses this to his advantage and rakes Liger's eyes. Sano then ties Liger up into an octopus stretch and then takes Liger to the ground and hits several stomps and knees to Liger's face. Liger is able to continue, but barely, as Sano hits a kick and a fisherman suplex. Sano still can't make the pinfall. Sano follows this up with a bridging German suplex, but Liger kicks out. The crowd is hot. Sano locks in another Boston Crab, but Liger makes it to the ropes. Sano hits a dragon suplex, Still can't make the pinfall. Sano goes for another pin, but can't make it work. Liger shoots up and clotheslines Sano to the outside. Sano gets back inside, and Liger goes for another head scissors. But Sano runs around Liger and hits an STO to take Liger down. I wish we saw that more often.
Right?
Like someone just running around somebody and then bam, just getting him.
Yeah.
Because that's just, in my head, I'm just like, that's so smart.
That's
That's
just
just-
like everyone should do that. Like
Big brain move.
big brain that. Like if you're a first year person, like yeah, I don't expect you to do that, but I expect someone like Bobby Lashley to do that.
Yeah. It's just big brain stuff. Big brain. Intergalactic brain.
Ooh.
So Sano shoots Liger into the corner and hits a running dropkick on Liger. Sano goes to shoot Liger off into the other corner, but Liger throws Sano instead. Sano backflips over Liger, but Liger is quick and hits a rolling heel kick, taking Sano down immediately. But he's not down for long, as Sano hits a jumping spin kick, taking Liger down. Sano then shoots Liger off the ropes again and goes for another jumping spin kick, but Liger evades this, and it's a running head scissors takedown on Sano. Liger goes running at Sano, but Sano back body drops Liger to the outside. Sano then climbs up to the top rope and hits a dive to the outside. Nothing special, just a jumping dive. The two get back into the ring, and Sano hits another suplex, goes for a pin, but cannot make it. Sano puts Liger on the top rope again and goes for a superplex, but Liger reverses it and turns it into a splash, which another thing I wish we saw more often.
Well, I think it takes a lot of agility to do. So he counted it into a splash, but it was more of he shifted his momentum and landed on top of Santo.
Yeah.
Maneuver, which like when I watched it, I was like, that was so smart. But then also feels like if you don't know what you're doing, or like can't shift your weight properly, you can cause a lot of injury, like to both you and your opponent. So it's probably why we don't see it a lot. But I'm like, if you have two phenomenal wrestlers who, like in today's wrestling world, everyone's phenomenal. So I can see a lot of people being able to do it.
I can also see how it could just easily mess up.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it was just really, really cool to see. It's something that you don't see very often. Anyway, Liger goes for a pin, can't make it. Liger goes for a power bomb, but Sano rolls up Liger in the process, going for the pin. Liger kicks out again. The crowd is going crazy. Sano goes for another Tiger suplex pin combination, but at the 3 count, Liger gets his foot on the ropes, breaking the pinfall. Sano goes for a belly to back suplex, but Liger turns this into another splash. Liger follows this up with a German pin combination, but Liger can't make the pinfall. Liger shoots Sano off the ropes and goes for a back body drop, but Sano flips over Liger, which was just really, really nice. We've seen flips over back body drop attempts, but that was nice. Sano jumps up for a hurricanrana, but Liger immediately hits a power bomb. And God, that was good. That was good.
That was really good.
So good. Fucking decent. He can't make the pinfall.
Fire shirts.
Yeah. Fire shirts. Can't make the pinfall, however, and the crowd is going so crazy that the camera shakes. Did you notice that?
Yes, I did notice that.
Like, it's hard not to notice it.
It was like, oh wow, this camera is like moving.
Yeah. Liger then hits a tombstone pile driver, quickly climbs up to the top rope, hits a shooting star press for the win. He is now a new IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion.
I appreciate how fast Liger got to the top rope and hit a move instead of like playing to the crowd, like
just
trying to get them
out.
hype. I was like, nah, just hit the move.
Well, I mean, it also, like, getting into the post-match analysis, I think it also makes sense because the match itself, I hear you, Twitch. Can you hear him?
I can hear him. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if anyone else could hear him in the in the post stuff. We'll see how it goes. Anyway.
Yeah. We'll find out.
We'll find out. So, this is obviously a match where Liger is the underdog, and he is not Sano. He is Sano's equal, but not exactly, because Sano stays on him. He stays on him the entire match, and this is a match where this shows Liger's endurance as a character and as a wrestler, and how I mean, you can tell a story where it's like, oh, this person just won't go down, but you kind of you believe it with Liger because he has that aura around him where that believability just works. And going back to the shooting star press for the match sake, I mean, Sano's on him all the time. He's got to get up there. Like, this has got to, like, in storyline wise, based off what I saw, this is Liger's last chance. This is his last shot. He's going to use all of his energy to send him, to just send it. He's just going to, like, I got to do everything I can. I got to get up here quick. I got to hit this move quick, or else he's going to be on top of me again, and I may not win this match. So it was not really a desperation move, but a desperation move.
Yeah, okay.
I
want to talk about the Japanese crowd here.
Okay.
So, like, throughout the match, it's like, it feels like a very traditional Japanese crowd being really quiet and respectful to the match. But then, like, not even, like, I feel like 7-8 minutes into the match, and I don't know where in Japan this was at. I don't know, like, the culture of that specific city or town that you were in.
Mm-hmm.
But the females got so hyped and was like screaming so loud, like constantly. I was like, this doesn't feel like Japan. Like, this is not the Japan crowd that I'm used to. But I was like, I like this. I like this energy from the crowd, especially at the end of this match.
Oh yeah.
The end of this match, the whole crowd was like erupting, like cheering on Liger, and I was like, I get it for the end of the match and stuff, but these screak, like these females are just yelling and screaming at the top of their lungs for like the superplex. I remember I could just hear it. I was like, oh wow, that's that, and like I'm like, okay, this happened in 1990. I get it. Like, that's not a common move you see. Well, yeah. What did you notice that about the crowd? Like, comparing it to modern New Japan versus like what it was.
Yeah, not to say that the New Japan crowd is predictable, but you have an expectation, whereas this was different. It felt different. This whole match just kind of felt different. So.
Yeah, I mean, different times. It was over 30 years ago. So.
Yeah, my God, it's over 30 years ago. My God.
I know, we're getting old.
Yeah, we are. We weren't even alive during this time.
We wasn't alive, and we're saying we're getting old.
It's getting old. God damn it! Oh my Lord, can't.
Not like how it used to be, brother.
Oh man, brother, can't fucking do it, man. All right. So I'm interested, unless you have some more post-match analysis.
Oh yeah, I just wanted to talk about the match a little bit too.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I thought the match itself told a really good story. I would say having a Sano dominate the match was interesting. I understood the point of it. Like, they were like, Sano's like top tier junior heavyweight guy. He's our champion. Yeah. Liger's like, yeah, but I'm Liger. But Sano was like, nah, I don't care. It reminds me of the national championship game on Monday. So it was Gonzaga versus Baylor.
God damn it, Gonzaga! I had so much money on Gonzaga.
Gonzaga undefeated all year. They except for one game back in like December, they beat all their opponents by double digits. Which, like, we're watching this in the future, so like for us, Liger is like Gonzaga here. And until they like meet Baylor, and Baylor's like, we're gonna kick your ass, and that's what Baylor did, and that's what Sano was doing to Liger. He was just kicking his ass like the whole match. Until like there was obviously moments when Liger got some offense in and Liger won the match, but man, Sano was just kicking his ass. I was like, oh, come on. This is like, I was waiting. I was just like, where's Liger's offense here? Where was it? I was waiting for so long, and then I finally got it, and I got hyped for it.
Yeah, and I think that's one thing that really adds to the match. I'd like to maybe do a Liger part 2 down the line, where we look at more of a back and forth versus versus an uphill battle. But not to say that, not to try and take away from this match.
This is good. This is a good choice.
Yeah,
I thought this is like told Liger's story very well.
Definitely. So I guess star rating. I would give this. I really, really like this match. Definitely see where a lot of inspiration from today goes, because this match is ahead of its time. It's 1990, and you could put this match on today, and it still works.
Mm-hmm.
So, I want to give it a 5-star because of the time period, but just based off of everything, I'd give it a 4.5. I like this match, I really do. But yeah, I just 4.5 is just what I was feeling. I wasn't
Okay.
I really, really, really like this match, but I wasn't going nuts for it.
Yeah. So I'll give my star ratings. I felt like it was like a 4.5 match until like towards the end. And that's like once Liger did the senton flip over the top rope into the barricade, I got hyped for this. I was like, that's when I got hooked into the match, and I was like, I get it. I understand this match and why it's so popular.
Yeah.
Like I would watch this match in 2021, and I would say it's a 5-star match. So I'm giving this 5 stars. Like I'm with you. Like it was like there, and then all of a sudden it clicked, and I was like, "Oh, I get it. I understand." So yeah, 5 stars from me on this match.
So, and yeah, I definitely see where you're coming from. I guess it's different. Do you take notes during while we do these, or do you just go off of memory from my notes?
I go off of memory on all the. I mean, I typically watch it the day of, so it's like fresh in my mind.
Yeah. So I guess.
But I don't take notes. Like when you're describing the match, I'm like, okay, I remember this stuff.
Yeah. So it's for me. I guess it's harder for me.
It's definitely gonna be harder for you when you have to jot down notes and you can't just like go through the match.
Yeah. And it would definitely be. I really don't, especially when we get to these hour-long matches. This wasn't an hour-long match. This was not an hour-long match.
It wasn't.
Introductions and post-match. It was 25 minutes.
We're gonna have to like do some background production stuff like on these hour-long matches when we get to them, and like figure out a way to like do it. So like you also don't have to like.
Well, I also like
brought down all the notes and stuff. So.
Well, my memory is just shit anyway, so it helps that I write down these notes because I'm gonna forget shit.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and we can talk about that later, but yeah, we're gonna have to think of a way to like ease that into it instead of you just because and if you watch an hour-long match, it's gonna take you like 2 hours to get through it because you're writing notes. So. Yeah.
So that's the worst part. When we get to the hour-long matches, I'm like, motherfucker. God damn it. But I will say this match was easy enough for me because I could watch and write at the same time. A lot of times
it wasn't a lot of stuff happening all at once. There was like moments of that, but like the match itself.
Those are the matches that will always take away from me, is because I'm just like, okay, pause. And okay, here we go. And we pause. Okay, and here we go. It's such a pain in the ass. Anyway, that looks like the that's the show. That is the show. Jushin Thunder Liger. I definitely want to come back to Liger at some point because of just everything. And super hype. So yeah, I guess I'm horrible into these. That's been the podcast, everyone. Thank you for listening. You can always check out the podcast on Twitter at BITW Pod or on Facebook at The Best in the World Pod. You can check out me, Zach Reuber at Mac Reuber on TikTok, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook. Don't really use Facebook or YouTube. Don't really use YouTube a lot except for now. Make
sure you subscribe to the channel.
Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Now we're gonna get this shit rolling. And super excited about that. You can follow me on Twitter at MacRuber6754. Shimer, where can people find you?
You guys can find me on Twitter at Zach_Shimer. You can also follow me over on twitch.tv/Zach Shimer, where every Monday, and then sometimes you get bonus episodes throughout the week, myself and Reuber over here, we are going through a 2K19 universe mode where I am doing Thursday night SmackDowns. Reuber is doing Friday night ECW. Last Monday on the stream, we had 2 championship matches. I'm not going to spoil it. You can go on my Twitch channel and watch the VOD. Where Tozawa got 2 championship opportunities. So it was a wild night.
Yeah, wild night. One of the best nights we had.
I have a tournament going on right now to decide the world and intercontinental championships all in one tournament. And also on next episode of SmackDown, we also have a battle royal to determine the 2 competitors who's going to fight for the women's championship over on Extreme Rules at the next pay-per-view. So that's what we're going on over on my Twitch channel. I also stream Magic the Gathering and Call of Duty from time to time if you like that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And I might start streaming on Twitch a whole lot more now that I have this whole setup going on.
You have a whole setup now.
Yeah. We might be playing some backyard baseball, boys.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. Pablo Sanchez for the fucking win. Also buy our t-shirts, teespring.com/stores/BITW pod. Thank you.
Yeah, buy the t-shirts.
Buy the t-shirts. Oh, Pawcade. Motherfucking Pawcade. Best in the World podcast is sponsoring Gary J taking on Don't Die Miles as Don't Die Miles defends his NWP Crossroads Championship. I'm going to be there. Penny's going to be there. Shimer, I don't know if you're going to be there.
I might be there. I might be there. I might be there.
So, yeah. Shimer, I want to talk to you after we shut all this off, just to cover some stuff. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. We will see you some other time. Bam. All right, cool.